Tough choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I'm your host, Kazeem Rahman. It's me. I know this is Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman podcast. We're doing something new today. Well, we're actually not doing something new, right? Because normally we always tell people at the end to say, hey, if you have a tough choice question or a moral dilemma you want us to consider at the podcast, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. So we're going to listen. I don't know what's about to happen. I did not read the questions. Usually I skim through the questions. I'm not going to lie to you. I do skim through the questions sometimes beforehand. Sometimes it's like a light skim. I still don't know what the guest is going to say. But this time I had the producers just go through our emails and give me some questions and give me some more dilemmas. And they gave me no names. So next time I'll do it myself because I need to know. I want to give y'all shout outs. So when you email toughchoice@outlook.com, let us know if you want us to give you a shout out, and we definitely will. All right, guys, you know how it is. We're not editing that out. All right, guys, you know how we do here. We don't really waste any time. The game is Tough Choice. You must pick between the two choices. You must explain yourself. You get one pass, you get one pause. Let's start the show.
Let it begin. Let it begin.
All right, a lot of these are not would you rather questions, and we're fine with that because this isn't a would you rather podcast. This is a Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman podcast. So you're in a public park on a sunny afternoon. You have 15 minutes to either make a random child cry or provoke a grown man to punch you in the face. Which do you choose? There is no money attached to this thing. So you're telling me I'm just doing it for the love of the game, right? Is that what you're telling me? Because if there's no money, if there's no wagers, because right here, over here on this side, words matter. Over here on this side, words matter. So pros and cons. Making a child cry is not hard. Right. And also, you know what? I'm going to add, since I know y'all are listening to this, I'm going to add $2 million. I'm going to add $2 million to the pot. You have 15 minutes to get $2 million. You have to make a random child cry or get a grown man to punch you in the face. It is easier to make a child cry. Here's why. You would think it'd be easier to have a grown man punch you in the face, but you have to remember you're at a public park. And if there are kids at this public park, meaning a lot of these dads, I know you think that, how do I say this nicely? I know there's this perception that men are willing to get violent. We really aren't. We really like to de-escalate things, right? So unless you're attacking my family, I'm probably just going to try to move away from you. I don't want to. No man wants to fight. Let me rephrase that. No real man wants to fight. So getting a man to punch you in the face is gonna be hard. Now, making a child cry, that's not that hard. Even if you make it look like an accident, honestly, because I would try to make it look like an accident as possible. I would try so hard to make it look like an accident, right? I want to be like on the jungle gyms. I'm going to look a little weird. Why is a grown man on the jungle gyms? That's fine. Right? Or I want to be, kicking a soccer ball, playing a soccer game and then kicking the ball on accident and or accidentally running over, not running over a child, but running into a child or something like that. I would figure out a way to make a random child cry. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Since I added money to this, since I added $2 million to the pot, if it's 10 minutes and I haven't made a child cry and I got 15 minutes left, I'm probably just gonna go pinch a child. And you know what? At the end of that, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go contact that child's parent and be like, listen, here's $200,000. Take the edge off a little bit. That's what I would do. So yeah, making a child cry would be the easiest thing in my opinion, but y'all let me know. You're in the bathroom of a crowded, filthy dive bar after just having lost a non-negotiable bet to your best friend. Would you rather lick the toilet seat or walk out of the bathroom naked? Okay. Listen, guys, email toughchoice@outlook.com. Your questions are good. I wish there was a name. I'm going to call you Chad. So Chad said, would I rather lick the toilet seat of a crowded dive bar? Now, I don't drink. Never had a drink in my life. But I have done comedy in dive bars. And they are the most disgusting places I've probably ever seen in my life. Right? The most disgusting places. You know the sad part? They're really not disgusting. I genuinely think, in my heart of hearts, a dive bar is only disgusting because the bathroom is disgusting. That's the only thing. Anytime I've been, there's a comedy show in Long Beach called Bear City. It's in a dive bar called Quesera. They only take cash. I'm convinced it is run by the mob, but that's fine. The bathrooms are so bad. The comedy, amazing. Every Wednesday, Long Beach, Bear City comedy, it's amazing. The bathrooms, ugh. So if you're telling me, would I rather lick the toilet seat and die or just walk out the bathroom naked? I'm not going to lie. I don't want to walk out the bathroom naked. I don't know. I'm not licking the toilet seat. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I can just lie and say I licked the toilet seat. You know what it means, guys. You know what it means. This is a non-negotiable bet. You are a man of your word. We have integrity over here. So I'm probably going to have to just walk out the bathroom naked, right? And then you're thinking, how far do you have to walk? To the front door and back. It's a dive bar. Dive bars aren't that large, right? If the dive bar is a large dive bar, that's not a dive bar, right? And if the dive bar has a DJ, that's not a dive bar. So everyone chill out, right? So I'm going to walk out the bathroom naked, right? I'm going to do a bunch of push-ups. I need to get a quick pump in. Ain't no way. Listen, I'm walking out the bathroom naked. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm probably going to get kicked out the bar and that's fine, but I'm walking out the bathroom naked. Right? I'm holding my junk. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am definitely holding my junk and blocking that. Everything else you can see, but no, that's mine. That's, I don't want everyone seeing my penis. Come on now. Right? In a dive bar. That'd be weird. All right. These questions are all right. Pick your preferred erogenous zone. Okay. Pick your preferred erogenous zone. This is why I have to read the questions before we get on the podcast, producers. And I'm looking at them right now. Pick your preferred erogenous zone. Would you rather have a penis the size of a soda can or the size of a Lifesavers? Okay. Follow-up question. Would you rather have breasts the size of basketballs or marbles? Oh, okay. If I'm a guy, I do the penis question. If I'm a girl, I do the woman question. Okay. Remember 2 seconds ago when I said, man, these are really good questions. And now we're here. I would rather have penis the size of a soda can. The blood flow alone. You take the Lifesavers. Here's why. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, you take the Lifesavers because, one, right, that forces you. This is going to sound so stupid. Hear me. Hold on. Because I gotta mask. You know what? No, I don't have to mask my voice. Listen, you have to take the penis the size of a Lifesavers roll because this forces you to not only work on your personality, it also forces you to think of better ways to attract women. Naturally, if you have the size of a soda can, one, soda cans are not that tall. They're not. You think they are, they're not. So you can, come on now. No. And the blood flow that you would need for a soda can penis is a lot. And I'm anemic. So already my blood flow isn't the best blood flow. So I can't. Right? And ladies, listen, I don't know what kind. Listen, I'm a guy. I'll take the breast the size of marbles. It's no, thank you. Anybody want breast the size of basketballs? Right? I don't know. Most men, whatever. I'm not a breast guy. So that's just that. What it is. I'll take the basketballs. I'll take the marbles. I'll take the tennis balls. I'll take the racket balls. Take the hockey pucks. That's not a ball, but you know what I mean. Would you rather lose your cell phone or have your pet hamster die? What? There's no way the person that wrote this question, when they emailed toughchoice@outlook.com, there's no way the person that sent in this email is above the age of 15. There's no way. We have to, is there a way to screen? No, you can't screen emails. Okay. All right. Yeah. Pet hamster die. What? Come, guys, it's my cell phone. Why would I, what? No, the hamster will die, right? Every animal in the house can die. I'm not an animal lover, by the way. You guys should know that. And if you had known that, you wouldn't have emailed that question in. So I don't think you guys listen to as many episodes as I think you're listening. Just saying. All right. You've been given the power to instantly cure everyone in the world who has herpes and also eradicate the disease from the face of the earth. Okay. But to do so, you personally have to abstain from sex for the rest of your life. Do you do it? I'm not going to lie here. I'm not going to lie. I'm a happily married man. Okay, hear me out. I'll do it. I would abstain. I will say this. No, I wouldn't. Herpes isn't deadly. If it was HIV, yes. If it was herpes, people live with herpes. People live with it. I can't. This wasn't a question that I liked, but I had to answer. No, herpes is not deadly to the best of my knowledge. It's a virus, but it's not a disease, right? And that's actually, side note, that's why herpes can't necessarily be cured because it is a virus and there's so many types of viruses and there's only like 2 or 3 types of diseases when it's a disease. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, eradicate. I would have to sleep on it. I'm just gonna be totally honest. Will they know it was me? That's an important question. And I'm sorry to be vain. I'm sorry to want the attention. But if I'm making this sacrifice, somebody better know. Somebody better know. So if they don't know it's me, then I'm not doing it. Then, live with it, guys. I'm sorry. And I know someone with herpes is listening to this, and I know you're going to be like, why would you not want to save my life? Hey, my guy or girl, we don't judge here. Your life is not in danger with herpes. You better tell your partners, but your life is not in danger. So I am not making this ultimate sacrifice and then not get acknowledged. I'm not getting a Nobel Peace Prize. I'm not instantly becoming the president of the United States. No, thank you. I'm gonna keep my life the way it is. Your best friend is being held hostage by a crazy sports fan. Okay. The maniac will release your friend unharmed, but in exchange, you have to either take a full force tackle from an NFL linebacker. You are not wearing pads. Fuck. But he is. Okay. Or jump out of a second story window. You have 30 seconds to decide. Go. All right. We're at the 15:25 mark. And okay, now we're at the 15:30 mark. So I have 30 seconds to decide as to whether or not I'm going to take a full force tackle from a linebacker. My best friend is being held hostage by a crazy sports fan. All I have to do is take a full force tackle from a NFL linebacker, or wearing pads, or I have to jump out of a second story window. I don't know how high a second story window is. I think I would break more bones jumping out a second story window than a linebacker. So I'm going to take the linebacker. And time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I like that question. I like that one. Give me more time stuff, guys. Email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Keep them coming, producers. All right. That was a good question. I enjoyed it, right? If we go back and look at it, yeah, I don't know how tall a second story I don't know how tall a second story building is. So I wouldn't know. And I'm assuming I'll break more bones, right? But if I can brace for impact, then I'm good. During a morning walk, you find a freshly dead body on the side of a secluded road. Scheduled. I can't read. Before you panic, you notice that a few folded $100 bills are clearly sticking out of the corpse shirt pocket. Think carefully. Do you take the money? No. I don't take the money. Yes, I mean, listen. I'm on a morning walk. First of all, I don't know if y'all know me. Ain't no way I'm walking on a secluded road. I don't care how bright it is. There's no way. I'm walking by myself. There's no way I'm walking by myself on a secluded road. No. I love how, who wrote this question? I need to go back and see who the email address. I'm emailing them back because I have so many questions. So many questions. I see a dead body on the side of a secluded road. Before you panic, you notice that there's a few folded $100 bills. So, what are you talking about? Ain't no. I'm not taking the money. I'm not done screaming. When will I stop screaming at the dead body? Let's talk about that first before we start talking about who's taking the money. No, I'm not taking the money. I'm calling the cops. That's what I'm doing. Okay, follow-up question. Do you report the body to? Of course I report the body to authorities. What are you talking about? Right? No. That was a weird question. That was so strange. Either you complete a full regimen of sex reassignment therapy. Yo, guys, let's keep it a little. Never mind. Do what you want, because this is. I forgot to guys name the episode is called America's Choice. America's Choice, Volume 1. All right. Either you complete a full regimen of sex reassignment therapy and surgery, you don't have to pay for it, okay, or one of your best friends will die suddenly and violently within a year. No one but you will ever know which you choose. What do you do? All right, let's walk. Let's think about this. One of my best friends will die. Now, does my wife count as my best friend? No. Significant others don't count. We're talking about non-romantic friends. As your best friend will die suddenly and violently within a year. You have to have sex reassignment therapy and surgery. Basically, you're changing your whole mind and you're changing your private parts. Can't do it. I can't do it. It's not that I want, and you know what? I think I need to just change my.
Hold on. Okay, so here's why I can't do it, right? And it's just one of those things where it's like, hey man, we are going to die anyway. You know what I mean? Am I wrong for this? This is why I disguise my voice, because I don't want people thinking that I'm a harsh person. I don't want people thinking that I don't want to change my sex, and I definitely do not want to change my sex. So I guess one of my friends is just gonna have to die, and that sucks. And that sucks.
Am I going to feel bad? Yes. Yes. Am I going to tell anyone? No. This will be my cross to bear. This will be my cross to bear. I really hope. It says, you know, the sucky part. I literally just was about to say out loud, I really hope they don't die a violent death. One of your friends will suddenly die a violent death. Suddenly and violently within a year. Yo, that sucks. That sucks, but I can't change my whole identity. I can't do that. I can't do that. Judge me if you want. Y'all let me know what y'all would do, but I can't change my whole identity. Okay. If you and your parents had gone to the same high school, okay, at the same time, okay, would you have talked to each other? Would you have been friends? Would you have been enemies? It's a good question. That's a good question. If me and my parents had gone to the same high school, we'd be cool. We wouldn't be enemies. We wouldn't be best friends. We'd be cordial. We'd be kind of cordial. Right? I didn't really talk to a lot of people in high school. I kind of just stayed with the 2 or 3 people I was cool with, and then I just rocked out like that. I didn't really I didn't really do. I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't think we'd be best friends. We would have been friends, but we would have been school friends. Like, I wasn't gonna go to the movies with them or anything like that. But yeah, we wouldn't have been enemies. We would not have been enemies. We'd talk to each other, right? We probably have same classes. I know my parents, they'd probably be in AP classes, right? I'd be in AP classes, you know. All right. These questions are interesting. I'm still tripping off the sex change one. You're producing an adult film. God dang it, guys! You're producing an adult film. For your lead actors, you have to cast your choice of any U.S. president. Okay, alongside any superhero. Okay, who do you pick for each? What's the movie called? Okay. U.S. president. I'm producing an adult film. What does an adult film mean? What do we mean by adult film? Do we mean NC-17? No, we mean sex. That's what we mean. We mean, how do I say this nicely? People are fucking. That's what we mean. That's what we mean. Right? Now, if I'm producing a film and I'm just from a business standpoint, I have to think about how the business will succeed. So if I'm picking a U.S. president, who would be the one U.S. president people would definitely want to see an adult film? People would definitely buy it. Any U.S. president that's alive, it doesn't matter. Cast your choice of U.S. president alongside a superhero. It's not real. It's a superhero, okay? I want to say, honestly, Barack Obama, and I'll say I want either Wonder Woman or Rogue from X-Men. 90s Rogue, not that new Rogue that is stick skinny. No, thank you. 90s Rogue, maybe Mystique, not really. Oh, no. Obama and Storm. There we go. Obama and Storm from X-Men. That's what I would do. What would it be called? Presidential Thunder. I don't know. I'm thinking it can't be called Tropic Thunder. There's already a movie called Tropic Thunder. So it'd be called Presidential Thunder. That's what it would be called. Right? That's it. That's what it was called. Okay. That one I didn't think was going to be good at first, and it ended up being all right. All right, keep them coming. Email toughchoice@outlook.com. You randomly find a diary of the person you've been crushing on for years. Wow. In it, they reveal their fears, desires, strongest dreams, strongest memories, and ambitions. Do you read the whole thing and use the deeply personal information to woo them? Bonus, if you get them, would you ever tell them what you've done? I would read it. Of course, I would read it. The question isn't whether or not I would read it. That's not the question. Let's start off with honesty. The question is never or not is never or not. The question is never going to be whether or not I would read it. I would read it in a heartbeat. What are you talking about? Especially if there's no like lock on it. If I just find the journal, if I just find it, I know it's hers. And you're telling me that it has all her secrets in there. I'm reading it. Top to bottom, I'm reading it. Now, the main question is this. Would I use this for evil? Most likely. If I'm reading it, most likely. Would I ever tell her? No. Actually, you know what? Here's what I would do. I would either never tell her, or I would tell her and give the notebook back. I would say, hey, I found this notebook. I didn't know whose it was. I did read it. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was yours until like damn near the end. So I just want to say I apologize. I'm not going to tell anybody what was in there. We can talk about what was in there over some coffee. Hold on. Where's my DJ horns? Because that's how you do it, son. That's how you do it. You have if you're going to tell them, you have to tell them early. And as in like, as you're giving them the notebook back, you can't even wait a week. No, you can either tell them as soon as, either tell them in the beginning, in the very, 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 very beginning, or never tell them. All right, last one. This is the last one because we're running out of time soon. These are good. Email toughchoice@outlook.com. America's Choice, Volume 1. You're tasked with either digging up a grave and spending the night next to the coffin by yourself, or killing a dog. I'll kill a dog. If you refuse to do either, a random coworker will die. That's never going to happen. I'll kill the dog. Do you complete one of these tasks? Yes, kill the dog. In a heartbeat. Guys, I don't like animals. Why would I not kill a dog? I'm not digging up a grave and sitting. What? Okay. Oh, let's go back and look at it. Let's go read the question again. I'm sorry. Producers are looking at me like, oh, I can't believe you. That was a good question. It was not a good question. All right. You have to dig up the grave and spend the night next to the coffin by yourself, or kill a dog. I do want to kill the dog. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I don't want to kill the dog, but I technically don't want to kill a thing. So if I'm really being completely honest, I would be the type to be like, well, I'll just go kill the dog. And then a dog is in front of me and I'm like, I can't kill the dog. I can't kill this dog. I can let it die, but I don't want to kill it, if that makes sense. Right? I don't like animals, but I don't hate animals. I don't want them to die. So I'll dig up the grave. If I refuse to do either, a coworker will randomly die. A coworker? No. I'm gonna dig up the grave. That's fine. It's gonna take me all night, and that's fine. It's gonna take me half the night to dig up the grave, and then the rest of the half the night, I'm sleeping because I'm tired. Right? I'm gonna bring a tent. Right? Put the grave in the tent. Put the coffin in the tent, and then we'll figure it out from there. Right? I don't want a coworker to die, but I also don't want a dog to die. So I can understand the question, right? Because no one wants to really sit and by a grave that's kind of bad juju, right? Especially depending on how old that coffin is, how long ago that person died. Who knows? Right? If it was yesterday, that was oof. Ain't nobody trying to do all that. Right? Even if it was like 30 years ago, I'm still really not kind of trying to do all that. So it's different. So I'm just gonna have to dig it up. I don't want, a coworker to die. I don't really want a dog to die. I'll let a dog die, but I don't want to be the one to kill it. So that's it. Guys, this has been our episode. This is Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman podcast. You can find me online at KAZEEM Comedy. That's Kazeem comedy on all platforms. Our audio engineer is Queasy Leo at 725 Media. Get at them and him for all your audio, visual, and podcast needs. And if you have a tough choice question or a moral dilemma you want us to consider talking about on the podcast, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Bye. Choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.